back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Elizabeth, but I go by Liz. You can definitely find me on Instagram, Facebook, and my blog. I started my blog like a couple of months ago, and it's kind of like right now all over the place, but I'm gonna kind of redo it. So yeah, if you want to give me a follow at those locations. I have a Pinterest account, but I pin stuff. I make things like off of there every now and then, but I haven't really like dove into it and like made my own stuff. I get a lot of quotes from there that I love, but I haven't made my own stuff. You can follow me on Pinterest too. I'll link that below. But the point of this video is, by the way, I hope you like that intro because I don't know, I just wanted to put something together and I like it. But anyways, the point of this video is gonna be short and sweet. Not really sweet, but it's just gonna be short and to the point. I wanted to kind of do an introduction video or like I guess episode 1 or video 1 of like my breast cancer journey. I want to go from like the beginning to where I'm at right now. So we're gonna have to go back 2 years ago in 2018 where one random night I came home from work. I used to work at a bar and it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I came home, I did my normal routine before I go to bed. You know, I like eat a little bit maybe, or I try to unwind, I take a shower, and then I go to bed. But this night, like, it was just different. It was a whisper in my head and something told me like, you need to do a breast exam. I haven't done a breast exam in months or even years because like, I don't know, we're just taught that we don't have to worry about breast cancer until we're like in our 40s because it didn't happen to younger people that much. Something just made me do a breast exam that night, and you know, they tell you to do it in the shower or right after your menstrual cycle, and it so happened to be like right after my menstrual cycle. So I decided to do a breast exam, and literally the first place I touched, I cannot make this up. I literally went like this, like, and it's literally, I'm touching the place. That's all I did, and it's right next to my nipple, and I felt like a pea-sized lump. It was so small that I was like, what the hell is this? Is this like, what is it? I don't know if it's something that, you know, is, I don't know. I freaked out, obviously. I was like, what is this? I can't have cancer. This cannot be cancer. Like, this, what did I do to deserve this? Like, I'm sorry if I did anything. Like, please, don't let this be cancer. I don't even remember if I took a shower or like, you know, if I washed my body or if I just rinsed off or got back into bed, but all I remember is I woke my boyfriend up and I was like, babe, was this here yesterday? Or like, was this here, like, you know, I don't know, was this here? And he said no. It was not. Like, it just showed up out of nowhere. Like, out of nowhere. But something told me to check my breast that night. Something told me to check my breast. So, of course, you know, I was thinking the worst, like, I can't die. I don't want to die. I'm not ready to die. Like, I still have a life to live. I was 26 at this time, and I was scared. I just lost my job. They had health insurance that I was using, so at the time that I found this lump, I did not have health insurance through my serving job. That was another, like, turn off for me to pursue getting checked because 1, I didn't have money. 2, I didn't want to have the realization of me having cancer. 3, I didn't want to go and find insurance because it was just a hassle. So I waited a couple months. I tried to like live my life. I tried to forget about it. I didn't really do a good job because every day after I found it, I checked it. After I got comfortable like saying I had a lump, I showed my mom, I showed some of my coworkers. I was like, okay, now I'm like, I need to go figure this out, because this could literally be life or death for me. So I need to figure this out. I need to find the insurance, the quickest insurance. I need to like get on top of this, because this could be life or death. So I found, I'm not gonna say their name, but I found some insurance, and I went in for my appointment. I told them that I found a lump, and my gynecologist did her exam, and she told me that my breast felt dense, and that was normal for women my age. And I was like, no, this literally, I feel my boobs. It's not like I don't do exams, but you know, I feel my boobs. So I was like, no, this is like visible, not visible, but you could literally just superficially touch my breast and you could feel it. It wasn't just nothing. So I did not appreciate her dismissing my concerns, because just her touching it was not enough. At the end, she offered to refer me to a radiation specialist to get a ultrasound of my breasts, just to like kind of, you know, ease my mind a little bit. So I said yes, I want a second opinion. If I did not trust my gut and go for that second opinion, and if I would have listened to her, I probably would have lost the breast, would have been worse off, probably still would have been going through like chemo and cancer treatments and like reconstruction surgery and all that. So thankfully I went and got that second opinion, and even the tech that was doing my ultrasound said that it was a freaky little thing, but it didn't look cancerous to her. Then they told me that I needed to get a biopsy, and I said yes, because even though I've never had a biopsy, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to do. I literally was like, give me this biopsy. I want to know what this is. I want to see what this is. I don't know. I came back home, you know, I was emotional, because this is going to determine if I had breast cancer or not, and if this is something to worry about or not. I was just emotional. I tried to play it off, but the day came for my biopsy. I remember I had to lay on my side like this with my arm up and probably like to the side, and I had a little wedge right here. And all of a sudden, she's doing the ultrasound to locate the lump, and then all of a sudden I see this big needle literally like this, because she has to come from the side of my breast to come to my nipple, because that's where it was. So she had to get a needle big enough to reach, it was probably like right here, to reach right here. Like, I literally had nobody's hand but the other tech that was in there. I did not know what to expect. I was scared out of my mind. I started crying, because I cannot stand needles. And if this is what my life is about to be, like, I'm getting emotional now. But if this is what my life is about to be, like, what the I mean, what am I going to do? So she inserted the needle. They tried to numb it a little bit, but I cannot tell you how painful, how I felt that needle move through every part of my breast. Every part of my breast. And it was the most painful thing that I've ever experienced, and besides going through cancer. But I'm sorry, I'm just getting teary. But going through that, it was just crazy. And then actually they had to stick another thing up or in that little hole that they made, and it wasn't just a little needle that goes into your arm to get blood. It was a needle that had like a tube, because they had to stick like a staple gun, not a staple gun, but it was like a surgical staple gun in that tube to clamp a little piece of that, a little piece off to get a biopsy. So not only I had a needle open, like a little tube up in my breast, I had a little, like a clamp go as far as the needle did in my breast, and clamp it, and I felt that, and that was horrible. I could not. I cried. I'm gonna say I cried. I cried because it was terrifying. It was horrible. It was terrifying. Like, it was just terrifying. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Nothing. It was terrifying. After that, I'll show you a picture. I bruised like it was no other. I bruised over here. I bruised over here. It was just so crazy. So I think I got the biopsy October 18th of 2018, and I got the phone call on October 23rd at 7:58 in the morning, and I will never forget this phone call. My boyfriend was already at work. I was already anticipating this phone call, so I was already up and I couldn't sleep. I got the phone call, and I could tell by the way the nurse was talking to me, by the way she asked me if I wanted to give her a call back, because it sounded like I just woke up. I could tell that it was cancer. And I just told her, no, like, just tell me what it is. And she told me to get a piece of paper and a pen. And then she told me to write down. I never, like, really talked about this, like, out loud. So it's gonna be a second. And I just got ready for work, so I'm doing this before work, so I'm not trying to, like, get my lashes wet. But she told me to write down invasive ductal carcinoma, and that was breast cancer. Thankfully, we found it. Even with me waiting a couple of months, we found this early enough. It was a stage 1. And I cannot tell you guys how I felt in that moment. I don't even remember finished writing it. I don't remember what she said after breast cancer. It was the day that my mom was leaving on a cruise, and I just went downstairs because I heard her up, and I gave her the phone and I gave her the piece of paper, and sorry, I got a phone call. But yeah, I just handed my mom the phone and the piece of paper, and I lost it. I could not think straight. I almost threw up. I wanted to, like, go to the bathroom. I did not know what to do with my hands, like, no lie. Like, I fell to the ground. It was literally, like, the worst day of my life. So I thought, but it was just horrible. I don't know what my mom talked to the doctor about, or like the nurse about. I let my mom talk to them. The nurse told my mom to go on a trip because the next couple of weeks I was just gonna get an MRI and go through some testing. I had to do a genetic testing to see, like, if it was hereditary or where it might have came from. So no, like, surgeries or anything was gonna happen while my mom was gone, because at the time they didn't think it was a fast-growing cancer. I cannot tell you how scared of, like, everything I was. I was not ready to lose my life. I did not want this to happen. I did not know what I did to deserve this. I was playing the victim. I was playing everything. It was not me. And I'm gonna go into more detail in another video. I actually have to continue to get ready for work, but I just wanted to hop on here and, like, show you how important it is to do these exams, even if you think this will not happen to you. I never thought it would happen to my family, let alone me. Like, I never thought it would happen to me. So this is my scar from my report, and we'll go into that. I wanted you guys to see my real emotions, my raw emotions. This series is gonna be tough. It's gonna be raw. It's gonna be inspiring. It's gonna be a walk down memory lane for me, but I want to share this with you guys because it's gonna help someone else, and it's gonna help someone else keep hope, keep faith. I'm excited that I can share this, and I just wanted to hop on here real fast and just kind of start this journey off with you guys. And I hope hope you liked it, and if you did, please hit the subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, hit the like button. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I'm there more than I am here. I'm gonna try to get on a more weekly schedule. It's just a lot has been going on. I've been kind of working like 2 part-time jobs, so it's just trying to balance the two. But there's a lot more that I'm obviously going to be talking about and showing you guys, and I hope you guys stay tuned. So remember, at the end of the day, always choose happiness. Oh wait, I can do this.